Our day was nearly done, and as we headed down to the tram stop, we thought we'd try our luck with just one last reading. Have anyone got just 2 seconds to speak to us? No?
About what?
Will you? Who wants to speak to me? Oh, will it? Well, we're just asking people, do you believe in psychics? That was the question. Do you believe in psychics? Do you fancy having a reading done?
Sure.
Will you?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
wow,
for sure.
That would be brilliant. May I sit next to you? Is that okay, yeah? And we can all bunch up together and get cosy.
Okay.
And your name is, darling?
I'm Crystal.
Crystal, nice to meet you. My name's Tony.
Nice to meet you.
And you are?
Catherine.
Catherine. Okay, so Catherine and Crystal. I'll endeavour to be good for you. So, be dead honest with you, won't you? And tell me yes or no to whether you understand it or not.
Okay.
Let's have a little think. I have a lady here, and I feel this lady has gone with a cancer when she went to the spirit world. A lady gone with a cancer as she went to the spirit world. And I know this lady, as she comes forward here, you would have really been very, very close to her before she passed. I feel you helped in some way nurse her or be with her and kept trying to be with her before she passed over, stroking her face, washing her face, combing her hair, all of these things before she went to the spirit. You know, no matter how old this lady was, she still had life left in her. Do you understand? She had a fight and a desire to live and to be strong in this world. And this woman was a toughie, you know, in life, emotionally a strong woman, a tough woman. And she tried to impart all of her love to you before she went over. Now, in fact, were you with this lady as she passed over? Because she's something like, she was with me when I died. She was with me when I died. You okay, darling?
Yes.
Okay. And were there 3 people with her when she died? 3 of them. 3 people? That's it. And I just know that as her spirit left her body, she was aware of the 3 people that kind of stood vigil, you know, over her before she went. She makes some mad, silly comment about how dreadful she looked before she passed and how beautiful she looks now, how gorgeous she looks now. She became very gaunt in her face before she had passed, and she doesn't want you to remember her like that. She wants you to remember her fit and well. She's a very funny lady, a very humorous woman, you know. She's keeps laughing and joking about the most mad stuff. She thinks you look like her, you look like her. This is what I think. You look like me, she looks like me. Okay. And her face is your face in the spirit world, except for she is just looking so beautiful in the spirit. She looks so beautiful in the spirit. Come on, sweetie, stay with her then. And you have been looking at her photograph just recently, or holding her photograph just like last couple of days. Have you done this? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, yesterday we just put my nanny to rest. She passed away actually in December around Christmas, and then we just put her in the ocean yesterday. We just scattered her ashes. So.
And it's interesting because although she had like a cancer feeling, she died of something else other than the cancer before she passed, you know? So it's almost like the sense that something went into her lungs or some kind of infection in her lungs, do you understand this?
Yes.
That effectively weakened her body and this has caused her to die, like a pneumonia or something like that, you know? Something affected the lungs at the end, and this took her there to the spirit. Now, darling, had she fallen before she died? Had she taken a fall while she was ill? Fallen over? That is it. Because I just think that she remembers falling over or taking a fall, and it was really from that moment onward, that seemed to be like the end of the end for her, you know, from the fall onwards. She knew that she wasn't going to be better, you know?
She had fallen. We were distant. She was in New York, and she had fallen, and that we just learned after we came to New York. And
she was collapsed for like 2 days, wasn't she? She was down for 2 days. No one knew about it.
And her lungs were filled with fluid, and she had heart trouble and kidney trouble.
And she had lent money to you, is that correct? Has she given money to you? Has she given you $2,500, $2,700? What is this thing? Money?
I'm trying to think.
Was it left to you? Was it willed to you? $2,700, $2,500. I'm so clear on it. I can see the amount of money right here. Now, this could either be some of money you're to receive, some of money you owe, some of money that's coming up like now. But please remember, $2,500, $2,700, that I think will make a lot of sense very, very shortly too.
Now that I'm thinking about it, we received that she owed almost $2,700 on a credit card that we just received, that we have to issue the death certificate. So I don't know if that, he was thinking that I was getting the money, but I got the bill.
And I think this lady had, her life in some way had been marred by her husband or made more difficult by her husband. Do you know this? And she's back in now. And she just says something like, she's better off without him, and she's glad to be rid of him. So that's what I think. Okay? Better without him. And she just loves you like a mum would love a daughter. That's it. Her love is like that. And God bless you.
I feel like she led him to us just so we could have that closure and that everything's okay. Mm-hmm. I've always watched after what is it? Some show, I don't even, the Afterlife or something. All those shows on TV, and I'm like, oh, that'd be so weird if that ever happened to me, and it happened. That's weird. Thanks for letting this happen.
Well, my work here is done. Goodbye, San Francisco. I'll give a few people a reading. Not quite sure what they think of me. Am I a street psychic extraordinaire or just an English crackpot? Not quite sure. Well, I'm all done. Tony Stockwell saying goodbye. See you next time.
Dream a little